Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. We are still seeing a few people signing in, so we'll be giving them a few minutes. We'll be getting started in a minute or two. Hi again, this is Vidita, your host for today. Thank you for joining us for this session on leverage B2C e-commerce strategies for B2B. This session is being co-hosted by Oracle, Mastek, and Evosys. This is the final session in a three-part series on shifting to a digital business model. With me, I have Rami Davich, the CX Commerce Solution Lead for Oracle, and Bhaskar Dhawan, the Digital Commerce Leader from Mastek. Rami and Bhaskar will be your presenters for today. This webinar uh, is designed such as you're on mute by design. If you have any questions, feel free to use the question icon or the chat box in front of you, and we'll be answering all your questions towards the end of the webinar. So I think without further delay, we can get started. I'll let Bhaskar take it from here.
Thank you, Vidita. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. Today, we're going to focus on unique aspects of B2B e-commerce and how you can leverage B2B e-commerce for innovation and growth. A bit of background about myself. I'm Bhaskar Dhawan. I'm based out of New Delhi, India, and I lead the digital commerce group at Mastek. And for the last 15 years, I've been helping enterprise customers with e-commerce transformation projects. I have Rami with me from Oracle. I would now request Rami to quickly introduce himself.
Hi. So my name is Rami Dawich. I work out of our Sydney office for Oracle. I focus on our CX Commerce solution across all of Asia Pacific.
Thanks, Rami. All right. So, quick overview about Mastek. Evosys, we are a publicly traded company that provides global technology services focused on enhancing and streamlining our clients' front and back office applications. We support leading retailers and manufacturers in building direct-to-consumer channels for them. And we are highly specialized on e-commerce with almost 20 years of experience serving customers through our offices in North America, UK, Europe, Middle East, and APAC. So B2B e-commerce is already growing faster than retail. And the pandemic has made digital interactions twice more important than traditional sales interactions. Almost 90% of sales interactions have moved to video conferencing or phone or web sales model. And many believe that this is equally or more effective than the sales model used before COVID-19. For the companies willing to embrace digital, there is an incredible amount of opportunity to leap ahead of the competition and differentiate on customer experience. But B2B organizations need to understand who their buyers are, right, to create that kind of the expected customer experience, who their customers are, right? And 85% of B2B buyers today are millennials. And they don't use fax, nor they want to pick up a phone every time they order. They don't want to engage with a salesperson until they are in the middle of a purchasing decision. And this is very, very different than Generation X or a baby boomer buyer who relied heavily on salespeople for every little guidance. 91% of B2B buyers use mobile devices to search for a product. Their buying behavior mimics B2C buying behavior, and they conduct extensive research on their own before making any purchasing decisions. They want to have personalized B2C Amazon-like buying experience. Thus, B2B companies across all industries need to make B2B shopping as easy as B2C. Otherwise, their customers will find someone else. Suppliers who provide outstanding digital experiences to their buyers are more than twice likely to be chosen as a primary supplier than those who provide poor experiences. If your business is without an effective digital commerce channel, and if you are not able to digitally engage with your customers, then you will eventually lose out to your competition. So B2B e-commerce will not only help you provide the expected digital experience to your customers, but it will also help your business innovate and grow faster. It will simplify the end-to-end purchase process for your customers. So once you have a B2B e-commerce channel, your customers can log into the site, can view the product catalog, having complete access to all the information about your products. So we just talked about how millennial B2B buyers want to do their own research. So it is very important that you have an online channel that provides enough information about your products to the B2B buyers. And it should cover the various product attributes, the images, or any manuals that you may have. If you are in that kind of a business where your products have manuals, all those product information, the manuals, the images, videos, etc., should be easily available to your customers. And it should be super easy for your B2B buyer to select a product, customize it if the product allows customization, and place the order online. The B2B buyer also wants a dashboard where they can track the order status, look at their order history, download their invoices, and also look at their payment or credit history, right? So overall, it is very, very important to simplify the end-to-end purchase process for your B2B customers. And with B2B e-commerce, you can reach more customers anytime, anywhere. With an online B2B e-commerce channel, your existing sales team can support and serve far more number of customers or prospects than you are doing right now. It will enable you to enter new markets and new regions without necessarily investing heavily on number of salespeople. Your online channel can engage 24/7 with your prospects and customers and provide them the information they are looking for. And plus, if you have built your e-commerce channel on a latest modern technology and framework, those channels will work seamlessly on any devices, right? Customers can access your web channel through a desktop or a mobile or an Android device or an iPad device, right? Through any browser. So all those devices and those browsers will work seamlessly if you are on a latest modern technology. So B2B buyers can get a lot of help from the sales reps, right? If you are able to empower your sales reps with intelligence. Your sales reps can also have access to the B2B e-commerce portal, and they can leverage the intelligence provided by the commerce engine through the analytics or the data that has been collected. This intelligence will help your sales reps know ahead of time what your B2B customer needs are. The B2B e-commerce channel can also enable the sales reps to perform actions on behalf of their customers. So your sales rep can actually log in and configure products and place orders on behalf of their customers. So it is going to speed up everything. And you can deliver orders faster with connected systems. So once you have your B2B e-commerce channel integrated with your ERP system, the products, the pricing, the inventory will always remain in sync with your back office as front office applications. And as soon as the order is placed by the customers on the e-commerce portal, the order will flow into your backend system and your fulfillment teams can immediately take action in order to fulfill it. There is no time wasted talking on phone or sending and receiving emails. And it also allows your customers or sales reps to make transactions through your B2B channel. And this enablement will basically minimize any errors that usually happen while transacting through offline means. This will bring a lot more efficiency and deliver the expected customer experience to your B2B buyers, overall increasing the customer satisfaction. B2B e-commerce will also enable you to build new business models. You can focus on innovation and deploy new features on your e-commerce channel, helping you create the required differentiation for your business in the market. You can look to build subscription models for your business. With the rise of subscription economy, there is so much impact that companies like Netflix and Amazon have made with their subscription models. So once you have your B2B e-commerce channel up and running, you can also drive the benefits of subscription economy by innovating and offer subscription-based services that make sense to your business. Now let's quickly understand the unique aspects of B2B e-commerce. So usually B2B customers will always have a different set of products with a different selling price that has been offered to them. Thus, your B2B e-commerce platform should be able to serve different product catalogs to different customers based on what has been configured for them. The B2B customers usually have their employees transact with you, and those employees are designated for a specific role or operation. Thus, your online B2B e-commerce channel should be able to provide multiple logins to a single B2B customer, to a single B2B organization. And based on the role defined in your system, those people from that organization can basically come in and perform appropriate actions. And this is very different from B2C. B2C, there is only one login per customer, right? And typical roles that are there are B2B administrator, B2B buyer, a B2B buyer, and an approver, right? A B2B buyer from a B2B customer organization will come and place an order, and then a B2B approver in that organization will basically approve it, and then only that order goes through. So your B2B e-commerce channel should be able to support all such functionalities. B2B e-commerce also may provide product configuration or customization option and may have features related to request for quote. There should be a workflow setup where people can come in and request for quote, and once the quote is approved, those B2B buyers can place orders. And then you have B2B e-commerce channel who are those channels should be integrated with different systems, the ERP systems, or an external product configurator like CPQ, or even customers procurement systems, right, to provide punch out functionality. B2B e-commerce does have some complexity, but it becomes very, very easy if your underlying commerce platform support all these features. I would now hand it over to Rami, who can talk about how Oracle CX commerce platform can help us overcome all the complexity that B2B e-commerce has.
Thanks, Bhaskar. So B2B businesses by their nature, like Bhaskar said, are much more complex than your standard B2C business. So it stands to reason that the typical requirements for a B2B business are much more complex as well. And some of these where we see differences between B2B and B2C are around, personalized products and pricing. So in B2C, personalization is nice. It's a nice to have. In B2B, it's a must have. Business buyers depend on personalized product catalogs and price lists. They require custom quotes and contract negotiation processes, and the right payment and shipping options. They also expect to see specific product discounts for their company. In terms of decision makers, while B2C customers are individual buyers that make independent one-time purchase decisions, that's not the case with B2B. So business clients deal with larger order values, which lends to the participation of numerous stakeholders, approval processes, and specific workflows. So, for example, you may have buyers who have limits. Once they reach those limits, then they need to be approved by a supervisor or whatever it might be. And another area where things differ are in terms of corporate accounts and roles. B2B customers purchasing from a single seller may be completely different. So, for example, many large businesses consist of different departments, all operating with their own siloed processes. B2B sellers also require the same flexibility. So their own businesses are split up into different brands and websites, all which demand a powerful B2B specific online store. And finally, with a B2C business, it's quite simple. As consumers, we usually pay with a credit card, and then we wait for that item to arrive. With businesses, payments can be made in terms of, with online credits, transfers, or via invoices. And that's not all, right? Invoicing and payment terms can be different based on a customer, based on their sub-account, based on order size and order value, or the number of orders they may order over time. So B2B sales today has gone beyond the mail-in catalog approach. So modern businesses will gain far greater value from a connected solution that supports full omni-channel selling, from e-commerce and quoting, pricing, product customization, and configuration, to contract and subscription management and unified cross-channel experience delivery. So a unified selling solution that also deeply integrates notifications and workflows across these essential selling activities to keep all participants in the sale informed of events impacting the customer's path to purchase, including partner networks, are important. So Oracle CX Commerce includes all of the necessary functionality required to manage an online storefront with functionality such as standard catalog management, marketing, promotion, search, drag and drop experience management, and reporting. But Oracle CX Commerce also includes B2B functionality included with predefined workflows to meet most B2B use cases. And as for B2C, the architecture is the foundation. So CX Commerce is scalable, it has modern architecture, and it provides B2B businesses with the tools to start achieving their desired results much more quickly than an aging on-premise solution. With the B2B capability, organizations are able to create accounts and account hierarchies with different contacts, contracts, and catalogs, and pricing can be based on volumes and be associated to different accounts or sub-accounts. Complex, Rich spoke about this before, but complex approval workflows are included to ensure compliance with things such as order value limits. And a greater range of payment options are available, such as payment by invoice, and through extensibility tools, custom payment options can also be added. Quick and recurring orders based on history can be used to increase speed of taking orders. And the solution has included B2B specific email communications and B2B support for agents using our console call center application. So to meet the different business goals that, business models that Bhaskar was talking about, dynamic pricing, configuration, subscription, both CPQ and subscription management can be incorporated into our B2B solution for an overall solution. And in terms of product direction, the analysts agree. So with IDC recently rating Oracle CX Commerce as a leader in B2B digital commerce in their recent release, I think it was late September, of their vendor assessment, you can see that Oracle is there with both Episerver and SAP as the only leaders for B2B. And with that, I'll send it back to Bhaskar to take you through some of the more implementation specific slides.
Thank you, Rami. All right, so Mastek has 20 years of e-commerce experience and strong competence on Oracle's CX Commerce platform. We've worked with 19 Oracle CX Commerce customers across different industries, both on B2B and B2C side of things. And we've been able to develop a starter kit which makes it very, very easy to set up an e-commerce site on OCC. The starter kit is based on the best practices in the area of UX, SEO, search, personalization, transactional commerce, and back office application integrations. So let's quickly understand the key aspects of setting up your B2B e-commerce website. So we'll start with setting up the product catalog, set up products, set up SKUs, set up the inventory, the product images, the pricing, the price lists. And next important aspect would be setting up the user experience. The user experience would involve setting up and configuring the widgets and web pages. And those web pages should be in line with the UX design should be in line with your corporate branding. The look and feel should be differentiated. Next would be setting up the B2B organizations, right? Setting up the contracts inside OCC, which kind of configure the specific catalog and a specific price list that has been associated with a specific B2B customer, and then setting up different roles for those B2B customers, right? The buyers, the admins, the approvers. Next would be configuring the checkout with a PO payment method, configuring the order fulfillment aspects. And then there are some aspects related to the search engine optimization that should be done, right? Configuring the SEO URLs so that your online e-commerce channel ranks higher in terms of Google search results. And Rami did talk about the commerce agent console. So this will need to be configured and enabled as part of your B2B e-commerce implementation, because It is important that if any B2B buyer is facing any challenge, you have your agents who have access to a CX Commerce agent console assist them. So the foundation release, right? So we call the base implementation as the foundation release, because the foundation release is something which will help you deliver a mobile first shopping experience to your customers, and you can start accepting orders. But this is just the start of growing your e-commerce business. To get an excellent ROI on your e-commerce channel, it is important to continuously evolve it and release new features. So post the foundation release, we recommend our customers to start focusing on optimizing the conversion, right? They can add features related to B2B analytics or integrate their systems with CPQ, the configure price quote product, right? If they offer products that can be customized, that can be configured by their B2B customers. They can make integrations with Marketing Cloud and maybe implement punch out systems, right? Implement punch outs by integrating with customers' procurement system, if that makes sense to their business. And next stage could be leveraging some advanced features of OCC and enter new markets, create new revenue streams for your business by building region or country specific sites, or doing marketplace integrations, or implementing new business models that we just talked about, right? Implementing subscription services, or even going direct to end consumer. If you are in a business where at some stage it will make sense to actually build both B2B and B2C channels, then Oracle Commerce Cloud platform can offer you both. You can start with B2B, and at a certain stage, you can actually develop a B2C site as well using the same platform. So now I had a plan to just quickly walk you through as well, so that you get a better insight on how Oracle CX Commerce, Admin Console, and the merchandising features help you manage the different aspects of the e-commerce site. So we can do a quick demo. So this is one of the demo environments or test environments that we have. So OCC provides a unified admin console to manage various aspects of your site, right? You can manage the catalog, price list, price groups. You can manage the inventory, going to the catalog section. You can manage promotions and audiences if you go to the marketing section. And then there are sections related to the look and feel of the website, which are taken care by the design studio. And then there are features related to product search and B2B accounts. So once you log in, you see this dashboard. This dashboard will essentially give you the details, will give some kind of reporting information in terms of the number of orders, the gross revenue, the number of visits. But currently this is all zero because this is a test environment, a demo environment. But on actual production environments, this will immediately give you the report once you log in. Let me just show you how catalog management works in OCC. So this is the section where you manage your catalog hierarchy. You have your storefront navigation, you have categories, subcategories defined over here. And this is a visual merchandising tool where you can manage the products, images, their ordering, their features, and make direct edits. One way is that you integrate your ERP system and you manage all the product information over there in the ERP, and that information flows in to OCC. And OCC also provides you an interface over here where you can go and edit your catalog. You can create multiple catalogs. While we were talking about B2B customers, that you can have a customer A, customer B, and you may offer different set of products to customer A and different set of products to customer B. So you can define multiple catalogs over here. You can define multiple price groups. You can create international sites where you can create price groups in different currencies and associate with those catalogs while you define contracts for your customers. This is the marketing section where you can define promotions. These are more in nature B2C applicable, where you can create BOGO promotions, but then it does offers extensive promotion rules to offer and create different kind of promotions to encourage more buying online. This is the design studio where you manage the look and feel, the storefront, the customer facing aspects of your website, and it offers you to easily drag and drop and change the experience time to time, right? With minimal IT intervention, you can come here and you can change the experience. You have various components available to you. There are out-of-box components, and then there are custom widgets that you can build specific to your business rules, and you can simply drag and drop, change the order of these widgets, and they will automatically reflect on your customer facing website. OCC does offer extensive search features. You can configure the attributes of your products, right? Based on the kind of products you are selling, uh, you will have attributes on which customers would like to filter the results. Customers would like to search specific products. So you can easily come here and configure what attributes of products are searchable, what attributes of the products are should come up as refinement, as a faceted navigation. So this is the B2B accounts. This is very specific to B2B e-commerce. This is the place where you can create new accounts, basically new B2B customers, and you can configure, right? You can configure what site they have access to, who are the contacts, right? Different contacts can be created. So these are basically, the expectation is that these are employees of this particular organization, and you can specify the roles that they have. So one person can come in as buyer and can place the order. The other person from that organization can work as an approver. And then you can assign an administrator so that you need not manage these access aspects for that B2B customer, right? Though the administrator on their side can basically come in and create more users or change roles based on the changes that are happening in their organization. This is the contract section where you can create a contract for a particular organization. So this is a test contract A, right? And the contract A say that this particular organization XYZ org US will have access to only this catalog and this price group, right? I can actually come in and change the price groups over here, but for this organization, I've kind of configured this specific catalog and this specific price group. So once customers or people, B2B buyers from this organization log into the storefront, they will only see products from this particular catalog. And then there are features related to approvals, punch out. You can configure the shipping addresses at organization level. All that can be managed through the account sections of OCC's admin console. So this is just another example. This one is XYZ or Qatar. Over here, the contract says that the price group is in Real, and the catalog can actually be different, or it can be same as well. And then you have other aspects as well, where you can configure and you can kind of easily change the various settings on your customer facing transactional website. You can configure what payment methods are available, what tax processing engines can be integrated, what emails can be sent, right, on various actions. As soon as an order user places an order, an email needs to be triggered, right? So there are various configurations that are available. If there is a B2B administrator and that administrator has created a new account or has activated a new account, you can trigger emails easily. Everything is available out of the box. And then we talked about some integrations. There are integrations available related to CPQ, content and experience. You can easily integrate to those products, and they would just seamlessly work with OCC. I think that's it. We just wanted to quickly give you an overview of OCC's admin console. So now I'll just quickly walk you through some of the case studies that we have. So Westrock is an American corrugated packaging company. It is one of the world's largest paper and packaging companies with annual revenue of USD 15 billion. Westrock customers didn't have a consolidated view of their order status or order history, nor they had any ability to place orders through an online channel. And Westrock had multiple ERP systems, and they wanted to provide a single web portal where customers can come in and get the latest information about their orders. So we built an online customer-facing e-commerce portal for them, leveraging Oracle Commerce Cloud that was integrated to multiple ERP systems in the backend. The portal helped deliver an excellent digital experience to their customers, as they had a complete view of their order history, order status, and in later phase of the project, the platform was enabled for transactions, and customers were provided the ability to even place the order via the Oracle CX Commerce platform. This is another customer we have in the US, McElroy Metal. They are a B2B customer based out of North America, dealing with manufacturing of metal roofing and structural components. They had a large customer base, but were missing the e-commerce experience, which their competition was actually providing. And Mastek helped them leverage the power of Oracle CX Commerce to get online quickly and opened up a host of new opportunities for their business. Their customers are now easily able to browse, search, and refine products, get customer-specific pricing, and even generate end users estimated PDFs, which they can actually send to the end users. A complete bespoke graphic tools was also created for them that allowed their customers to draw out their requirements with exact specifications that can be sent to the manufacturing facility. And this saved a lot of effort and phone calls for McElroy, trying to understand rough hand drawings that they used to get previously. The e-commerce side actually enabled their customers to easily place orders from anywhere, anytime, without any need to call the McElroy sales reps. The integration was done with JD Edwards ERP, and it provided a seamless view of their orders and status and invoices. And another feature that we created for them was to allow their sales reps to generate estimates on behalf of their customers and transfer them to customer accounts. The customers can then just review the estimate and convert it into an order with few clicks. So Accent Corporation is another customer that we worked with. Accent Corporation is a diversified industrial company serving customers in more than 30 countries. Their businesses provided hydraulic tools and systems, position and motion control systems, and various other specialized products and services. They had an aging platform for content and CMS, and it was difficult to update, edit, and it wasn't responsive either. And they wanted to build a customer-facing site for 3 different brands. The solution was built on Oracle CX Commerce platform, leveraging OCC's multi-site capabilities. With multi-site, multi-language, multi-currency features, you can actually create multiple websites for your different brands with different URLs using the same Oracle Commerce Cloud instance. So they also had a lot of documents that were associated with their products, which required to be stored and indexed for search. And we also integrated the Oracle Content and Experience Cloud with OCC to support them with document storage and search. A fully responsive site with deep search capabilities was delivered, and it reduced the overall TCO for them. These are some of our key e-commerce customers, other than what we've just talked about. So get started today. Contact us for discovery and co-innovation workshop to get started on your e-commerce journey. And with this, we come to the end of the slide deck. I hand it over to Vidita. I think, Vidita, you can pass on any questions or queries that you may have received.
Hi, thank you, Bhaskar. We have a couple of questions that I've received. The first one goes, does your platform provide self-service account management tools?
I'll take this, Bhaskar. Yes, it does. Okay. We have a section. So once you've logged in, once you're given a login, you go through the registration process. We have a out-of-the-box feature for, essentially call it a My Accounts, but you can see your orders, you can track those orders. Like everything else in commerce, it's extendable. So if there's more features you want to add or more features that you want your customers to be able to see, you can add that into the solution as well.
Okay, thanks. There's one more. How does your solution integrate with external solutions such as PIM or ERP? What is the best practice when integrating those systems? Especially which one is the master?
So I'll take that one. So essentially, right, OCC provides an API first architecture. It provides integration points. It provides various webhooks to integrate with your backend back office applications. Um, ERP systems, OMS systems, PIM systems can be easily integrated with OCC. If you have an ERP where you are managing the product information, the inventory, we feel that should be the master. Um, all that information should flow into OCC. Schedulers can be created where the data can be pulled from your ERP system, and OCC can be synced up regularly with whatever is the latest information regarding those data models in your ERP.
Okay, thank you, Bhaskar. We have one more question. Does your platform support personalization for different roles like buyer and procurement manager? I think, yeah, this one was, yeah.
Yep. So you can specify roles. So I think Bhaskar showed you a little bit around the merchandising and account. So you can create multiple roles there, buyer, for example, being one of them, and you can personalize both back end and the front end to meet their requirements. Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Rami. If anyone else has any other questions, feel free to type it in the chat box or the question icon. Right now, I think we don't have any more questions right now. Okay, we'll give it a minute, and then we can. And if anyone wants to, send in or write to us, Pascal's email ID is displayed on the screen. Feel free to do that as well. We are happy to answer in person. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Thank you for joining us in this session. We'll be sharing a copy of the recording and the presentation with you after this session. And with this, we come to the end of a 3-part series on a shift to a digital business model. Again, if you have any questions or would like to set up a personalized session, don't hesitate to write to us. Thank you again. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.